You have done enough, dear. It's time you focus on yourself. I've been worried about you too more than anything else these days. You barely let yourself rest while taking care of me in the hospital. Mrs. John said, taking her hand in her and squeezing it gently. You all were sitting in the living room having a light-hearted moment as she just recovered from her illness and now perfectly healthy. You smiled weakly, shaking your head. I'm fine, really. It wasn't a big deal. Jungkook, who was sitting beside you, chuckled softly. Mom, you should have seen her at home. She couldn't stay still for even a second, always asking, "What do you think Mom is doing? Is she resting? Should we go check on her?" He said, glancing at you with the purest smile on his face. Because when any of us gets sick, she always comes to take care of us, leaving all her work. Even a minor cold bothers her. Can't we do this much to her? When did I say we shouldn't? Am I not listening to you? Mrs. John chuckled softly. Okay, don't start. I'm so happy that my kids are so thoughtful. I must have done good deeds in my past life. But now I'm completely fine and I want to get back to my NGO works and all. Ryan, you should also focus on your life now. Sure, Mom, but please take care of yourself now. She nodded while Jungkook smiled. Did you see, Mom, how loving and caring my wife is? You always used to say that I was very mischievous and ignorant and would probably marry someone who's just like me. Do you still think that? Consider yourself the luckiest man. God must have been so happy with you that you have got Ryan as your life partner. Jungkook hugged you from the side, making your eyes widen and a little blush crept on your cheeks. Every day, I thank him for giving me the confidence that I approached her and confessed. Mrs. John chuckled while you pushed him a little. You really don't care about any place. He laughed, pinching your cheek lightly. It's not illegal to love your wife this much. Mrs. John was smiling as she was so happy that her children are living a happy and healthy life. As you guys were talking and enjoying this precious time, the doorbell rang. Are we expecting anyone to come? You got up. No, you sit here, I'll open the door. He said, getting up, but you raised an eyebrow, signed towards the couch he has been laying on. You better put the pillows back in their places and clean it up. Mrs. John tried to control her smile. Jungkook felt a little embarrassed. He walked to open the door while smiling because he's cute when he blushes. She's handling you very well. I'm so proud of my daughter-in-law. Jungkook looked at his mother, smiling. Even though I should be jealous, but I'm feeling happy because she's indeed handling everything very well. They both chuckled and after some time you entered the room with someone else by your side. Jungkook, you called his name and the moment he turned towards you and saw the person standing beside you, his smile turned into surprise. Hana? No way. You could see the happiness and surprise on his face. She came near smiling. Mrs. John smiled also. You're acting like you're seeing a ghost. They both shared a friendly hug. It's been years. You didn't tell you were coming. She broke the hug and looked at him. I heard about Auntie and had to come see her. It's been far too long. How are you now, Auntie? She said, coming to her and then hug her as well. Jungkook saw the cute little girls that came with her. He smiled. You have twin daughters. Hana looked at him. Yes, I do, but how do you know? Because Mr. Jungkook just stopped worrying about the world after getting married. It's been 7 years. I didn't hear anything from you. He scratched the back of his neck. She looked at you. 7 years, huh? You haven't changed. Oh, please, look at me. Motherhood aged me. She joked, gesturing to the twin daughters clinging to her legs. Jungkook looked at you. Hey babe, come here. You remember Hana, right? You nodded, coming near them. Of course, it's nice to see you again. Hana smiled warmly. You too. I have heard so much about you and can see, looking at him, that you guys are a perfect couple. You know, he didn't even care to know in which corner of the world his best friend is. You all laughed a little. Let's just sit and talk. We have to catch up a lot. I'll go and get something to drink. Jungkook grabbed your hand. I'll get that. You held his hand and gave him a warm smile. You should catch up with Hana. It's not every day that you get to meet your friends. Jungkook hesitated for a second but then nodded, releasing your hand. You turned and walked towards the kitchen, feeling his eyes on you as he left. She's really something, huh? Yeah, she is. More than I could ever ask for. He said, walking near the couch before sitting, and then made Hana's daughter sit on his lap. They both were 5 and so cute. What are your names? Jungkook always has a soft spot for kids, especially girls. He also wants a daughter. The twin introduced themselves as Hiroko and Raya. You both have so pretty names. Your mom is always best in giving names. Hana chuckled as she remembered she used to call him Coconut Head. Yes, you were quite famous with the name she gave you. He laughed. One time I told Vian about this and she teased me for days with that name. She said I quite looked like a coconut head back then. Hana could see the shine and happiness on his face when he talks about you. You got lucky. She seemed so mature and understanding. Jungkook looked at her and smiled. I know she's always looking out for me, for everyone actually. I can't imagine life without her. Hana raised an eyebrow, a teasing smile on her face. Wow, the tough Jungkook getting all sentimental. He chuckled. What can I say? She's my everything. By the way, tell me about you. How's your husband? And is he still same after keeping you with him for 7 years? Hana threw a pillow at him while he laughed. Mrs. John also smiled. I should be the one asking that to your wife. You came there holding a tray full of different drinks. How are you keeping up with this coconut head wine? You smiled, putting the tray in the middle. The twin girls got excited when they saw fruit juices and puddings. Just have to. Jungkook looked at you as you betrayed him, while Hana and Mrs. John laughed. Babe, for real? He just smiled, sitting beside him. I'm just kidding. It's not that tough to handle you. Hana chuckled. You know he has changed a lot, has become more responsible now. You smiled and looked at him. Auntie, can we take one of them? She said, pointing at the puddings while you smiled. Of course, dear. These are all for you guys only. You gave them the puddings and then the conversation flowed. Mrs. John excused herself and went to her room as she had to take medicine and rest. Although Jungkook was trying to keep you in the conversation, you somewhere felt out of place. You saw how he was so happy and the little girls brought a different type of shine on his face. It was not jealousy, but somewhere you felt like this would how he will be after becoming a dad. It's been 3 years of your marriage, and although none of you guys are in a hurry, you still wish you have a daughter. Jungkook was playing with the twins, their laughter filling the house, but as you glanced over at him, you felt that pang in your chest. He looked so happy with them. You kept telling yourself it was nothing, he's just happy to see an old friend. But even when he tried to include you in the conversation again, you felt like you were barely there. He wasn't doing anything wrong, really. It was you, or at least that's what you kept telling yourself. You have no idea when will Hana planning to leave. Even her twins slept. You got up while Jungkook looked at you. Where? You guys continue, I'm just going to check on mom. He nodded, his gaze lingering on you for a moment before turning back to Hana. You made your way towards Mrs. John's room, leaving the soft sound of their conversation behind. As you stepped into the room, Mrs. John was resting on her bed, looking peaceful but awake. She smiled as she saw you enter. You don't have to check on me every 5 minutes, dear. Come sit for a while. she teased, lightly patting the bed next to her. She smiled and sat down beside her. I just wanted to make sure you're comfortable. Are you feeling okay? Mrs. John gave a gentle nod. I'm feeling much better. You have been such a blessing staying here and helping out. You waved it off. It's nothing really. I just want to make sure you're fully recovered. You care so much, just like Jungkook. He's lucky to have you, she said while her voice was soft and filled with warmth. You lowered your gaze, feeling a bit flustered. He takes care of me too. We look out for each other. Mrs. John reached out and gently squeezed your hand. That's how it should be. You two balance each other so well. You smiled and nodded. Meanwhile, back in the living room, Jungkook and Hana were still talking quietly. Hana glanced at her sleeping daughters, a soft smile on her face. They knocked out so fast. Guess all that playing wore them out. Jungkook chuckled. Yeah, they are adorable. They remind me of you, always full of energy. Hana sighed. Her smile turned nostalgic. It's so nice to see you again, Jungkook. I missed this. Life got so busy I didn't even realize how much time had passed. I know what you mean, so much has changed, but it's good to catch up like this. Hana leaned back, her tone growing a bit more serious. I doubt you miss anything, you literally never gave a call. I mean, I know we all are adults and busy, but asking for each other's well-being once in a while won't make you small. I'm sorry, I'll keep that in mind. Then her eyes turned a little mischievous. I don't blame you though, your wife. She's really something special. You two seem perfect together. Of course you'll forget about everything else. He chuckled. No doubt she is. She's more than I deserve. Honestly, I don't know what I would do without her. Hana smiled knowingly. You have always been that way. Once you care about someone, you give them your whole heart. Jungkook nodded. Yeah, she has all of it. Hana smiled softly as she glanced at her sleeping daughters. Then with a playful glint in her eyes, she turned to Jungkook. So when are you two planning to have kids? You know how much you have always loved being around kids. Jungkook let out a small laugh, scratching the back of his neck. Honestly, we haven't really talked about it seriously yet. I mean, I would love to have kids one day, but I guess we are just enjoying where we are right now. Hana raised an eyebrow, giving him a knowing smile. You would make an amazing dad, Jungkook. I can already tell how good you were with them. She gestured towards her twins, who were still curled up and fast asleep. He smiled at the thought as his gaze softened. Thanks, I would like to think that I'd be alright at it, but yeah, maybe one day soon. We'll see. Hana nudged him lightly. Well, when it happens, I can't wait to see you in action with your own little ones. They'll be lucky to have you as their dad, and your wife, well, she'll be an incredible mom too. Jungkook's expression turned even more tender. Yeah, she would be. She already takes care of everyone around her. I can only imagine how amazing she would be with our own kids. Hana watched him with a warm smile, understanding just how much he loved and cherished you. You have got a good thing going, Jungkook. Don't take it for granted. He nodded. Trust me, I don't. She means everything to me. After some time, she got up. You leaving? She nodded. We have to leave tomorrow and I have to go meet my in-laws too. Daniel is coming back to get us. Auntie must be sleeping. I don't want to disturb, so say my hello to her and Ryan. It was nice meeting her. She's really so sweet. Jungkook smiled. I'll make your angels sleep in car. He walked to them and carefully picked Raya while Hana carried Hiroko. They looked like real angels while sleeping. Hana smiled and they both walked outside. You know, dear, I would love to see you two with little ones running around one day. You smiled while pulling a blanket over her. We'll definitely fulfill your wish, Mom, but for now, you need to rest. She nodded. I can already tell you would make a wonderful mother. You smiled, feeling shy. You stepped out of Mrs. John's room, quietly closing the door behind you. As you entered the living room, you noticed it was completely empty. The twins, Hana, even Jungkook gone. You glanced around, a slight confusion building up inside you. Just as you were about to call out, Jungkook walked in front of the door, his hands in his pockets and a soft smile on his lips. Where's Hana? You asked, tilting your head. He smiled warmly, stepping closer to you. She left a while ago. The girls were tired, so she figured it was best to head home. You nodded, though a playful thought began to form in your mind before you could say anything. Jungkook walked closer while his face lightened up with a certain softness. Seeing her with her daughters, it really got me thinking. You raised an eyebrow, curious. Thinking about what? I think it's time I start thinking about us having a daughter. I mean, can't you imagine a little girl who looks just like you, running around and driving me crazy? He tried to pull you into a hug, but you stared back with a mischievous smile, avoiding his touch. Jungkook blinked, a little surprised as his arms hanging in the mid-air. Wait, what's this? He asked, tilting his head, his tone teasing but curious. You shrugged, pretending to not get it. I don't know. Maybe you should have gone with Hana and her daughters. You looked like you were having a good time with them. Jungkook's eyes widened, clearly catching on to your little game. Oh, come on. He chuckled, stepping closer again, but you took another playful step back. I'm just saying, you two seem to have a lot of fun catching up. Maybe I should have left you alone longer. Jungkook laughed softly, shaking his head. You're not serious, are you? You bit your lip, trying to keep the playful smirk from breaking out. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Jungkook raised an eyebrow, his voice lowering as he tried to approach you again. Alright, if this is a game, you know I'm going to win, right? He continued to stare back, playfully avoiding Jungkook's grasp, though a small spark of jealousy crept into your voice. You seem pretty happy catching up with Hana. Maybe I'm just in the way. Jungkook's eyes softened, realizing where this was going. In the way. Come on, baby. You know that's not true. He tried to close the distance between you, but you stayed just out of reach, crossing your arms with a small pout. I don't know, you didn't seem to miss me much while playing with her daughters. Maybe you should just go hang out with them. They seem like your type. You were half joking, but with a little edge in your tone. Jungkook grinned, seeing right through you. You're really jealous over a couple of toddlers? He chuckled, shaking his head. You're adorable when you're like this. Your arms tightened across your chest as you playfully huffed, looking away. I'm not jealous, you muttered, but the smile tugging at the corner of your lips gave you away. Jungkook took a slow step towards you, his voice low and soft, teasing yet sincere. There's only one person I can't get enough of, right? And that's you. His eyes locked onto yours, and you could feel your heart melting away. You glanced back at him, trying to maintain your little act. Oh, yeah, well, you didn't seem so focused on me earlier. You were busy catching up. Jungkook sighed dramatically, a smile playing on his lips. Baby, I was catching up with an old friend, but don't think for a second that I wasn't thinking about you the whole time. Hana is my childhood friend, but you are my everything. I'd rather spend every minute with you. Your heart fluttered, but you tried to keep up your act a little longer. You just say that because you know I'm irresistible. You teased, but the smile you were trying to hide was breaking through. Jungkook chuckled, finally closing the gap between you. That's exactly why. And you're making it really hard to stay away right now. His voice was deep, filled with affection as his hands gently reached for yours. Okay, maybe I was a little jealous. You admitted, finally letting the last bit of tension drop. Jungkook smirked, leaning in to whisper near your ear. I knew it, and you look breathtaking when you're jealous. You playfully rolled your eyes but couldn't help laughing. But you are still annoying, and yet you still love me. He teased, wrapping his arms around you, holding you close. You leaned into his embrace, finally giving in, your heart racing a little faster than before. Yeah, I do, and I was just joking, okay? Don't take that seriously. I know she's a good friend. I like her too. Jungkook grinned, pressing a soft kiss to your forehead. Good, because I'm never letting you go.